Alright, everyone, back for more. Well, let's get back to movies this time around. Top 10, and, well, a bunch of honorable mentions too as well. I know I'm going Watch Mojo style on this list this time around, just like a few others I just did before. Top 10 most anticipated movies of 2017. This is just my list, people. Just my opinion, in other words, I should say. So, let's cut the bullshit and get to it. Number 10, Dunkirk. Well, I don't really know much about this story, and I know it's been years, obviously, since I was in school and read about World War II, and obviously that's when it takes place, and, well, I not much to expect, but it's directed by, who else? Christopher Nolan. Yep, the big Oscar winner, who obviously we all know did, of course, the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, and, of course, Interstellar, which I thought was really visually great. So I could expect a lot of great visuals and great drama, and it's probably going to be long, I'm sure, and he definitely is one of those directors that loves to keep you thinking a lot. So I'm definitely expecting a lot out of you, Nolan. Don't disappoint me on this one. Number 9, Despicable Me 3. Yep, the Minions are going to be back for a third time, or, well, I'm sorry, fourth time, yeah, because there was, of course, the prequel to the first one, Minions. But this is the actual true sequel, and as you know, I love the first two, and, well, I thought the Minions prequel was pretty underrated, and I'm just hoping this one doesn't suffer typical third movie syndrome like Shrek the Third does, not to compare it, but I think it's going to hold up pretty well. As long as it has nice animation, humor, visuals, and it probably might be a little too cutesy, but I like those kind of movies, and I like those Minions. They're funny little guys, and I hope they don't disappoint. Number 8, War for the Planet of the Apes. Yep, Caesar's back, and ready for war this time around, yeah. First two movies were great. It was a great recreation of this franchise, especially after Tim Burton inadvertently ruined it and was planning a sequel, but thank God he dropped out, and, well, we got this series, and, well, I hope it still goes, and still goes great. All hail Caesar! Number 7, Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Well, yep, the Kingsman is back, and, well, not much to say. I don't really know too much about the plot, but I love the first movie from last year, and, well, I'm hoping this one will be great. Let's hope for the best out of Marv, and I'm not sure, 100% sure if Matthew Vaughn is back on this one, but I'm hoping it's a lot better than Kick-Ass 2. Not that that one was terrible, but just not as good as the first one, but I'm hoping this one's great. Don't disappoint me. Number 6, Wonder Woman. Yeah. Yep, of course, if you saw Batman v Superman, you pretty much saw her in there, and that's pretty much a tease right there for this movie. And obviously this is the backstory about our main character as well, and we know DC Comics has not been on the best roll lately, but I'm keeping my faith. The movie looks okay, and let's hope that this woman can definitely bring some justice to the DC comic universe. Number 5, Justice League. Yep, DC is really not quitting this year, are they? No, especially if you saw Batman v Superman, and of course, like I said, Wonder Woman, and this one is pretty much the big get-together, even though, of course, Green Lantern, as you guessed, is getting rebooted after the, well, I thought underrated film from Ryan Reynolds, but of course it was a ginormous box office bomb, but this one's obviously bringing Ben Affleck's Batman, as you guessed, and I guess Superman's not dead? I don't know. Oh, major spoiler there. Anyway, let's hope DC can keep it going. I know they've not had the best track record, but I'm going to try to keep faith in them. But we all know Marvel's obviously going to dominate. Spoiler alert there. Number 4, Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, that's a weird title. But, yep, Marvel, as you guessed. I pretty much hinted at more Marvel movies are coming, and this is yet another Avengers movie. Yep, Thor's back for a third time around. We know the last one, The Dark World, may not have been the greatest out of the Avenger movies, but I'm hoping for the best out of this one. I think Thor can definitely still have what a god can really take. So, let's hope for the best, and let's hope it's a lightning triumph over the last one, that is. Thor movie, that is, I should say. And let's hope Marvel keeps it going. They so far haven't failed to impress me yet. No, only a few times, I should say. Number 3, Star Wars Episode 8. Oh yes, as you guessed, Star Wars is back for, well, 2 more movies, and this is one of them. Obviously, this is not coming out till the end of next year, so I haven't researched too much yet about the plot, but hey, after watching episode 7, I think Lucasfilms, especially after being bought out by Disney, I think they're going to be on a good roll from now on. As long as it's nothing like Phantom Menace, which most of us probably worried about with episode 7, but I don't think we have anything to worry about. Even though J.J. Abrams, for some reason, decided not to direct this movie, I don't know why, he did great with episode 7, but I'm sure this new director won't screw it up. After all, that new director didn't screw up the last Star Trek movie, but let's not get carried away. Let's hope the Force may still be with this series. Number 2, SpiderMan Homecoming. Yes, Marvel's still at it with this one. And this time around, of course, we all know we're getting tired of seeing the web slinger getting rebooted because, well, as you guessed, obviously it has something to do with, I'm assuming, Disney's buyout of Marvel and the fact that Sony was making the Spider-Man movies. It's going to kind of be sad to see Andrew Garfield go, even after the second Amazing Spider-Man movie hinted another sequel, but, well, that's that, people. Obviously, you saw in the last Captain America movie, which was superb, and the new Spider-Man was great. May seem a little young, and I know his mom, or I'm sorry, aunt was too young, I should say. But I think he'll do a great job, and it's obviously going to be Avengers-related, like most of these other Marvel films, like this one, Doctor Strange, and Ant-Man, and so forth. So, yep, let's hope they don't disappoint with this one. As far as I know, I think it's Vulture or Carnage, and it's great to see that they're bringing newer villains, not just recycling the same ones like Green Goblin or, you know, it would have been great to see Rhino back in this one, but, well, maybe the later ones, so don't disappoint me, Spider-Man. Don't disappoint me. Well, before I get to number 1, might as well do some honorable mentions, so here we go. World War Z, the sequel. Yeah, surprisingly, they're actually making a sequel. Well, actually, I'm not surprised, because they hinted one at the end of the last one, and I thought it was a pretty good zombie film. I know it's kind of sucky that it was only PG-13. It may seem like they were wimping out, but, well, I'm keeping my faith in this one. The Mummy. Okay, as far as I saw from the trailer, it looks like an action movie, and I know Tom Cruise is a little bit of a questionable choice. I know he was hit or miss with some of his movies over the years. I mean, he was great with Tropic Thunder, and Edge of Tomorrow was really great, even despite the low expectations I had with that one. But this one, I'm not 100% sure if it's supposed to be a reboot of the old black and white movies. I mean, this is going to be really confusing to know. I mean, like, which Mummy movie you want to watch? Oh, the one with Brendan Fraser, the black and white one, or this one, right? I mean, this is going to be really confusing as ever. I mean, I know these reboots are getting annoying. I mean, Christ, what else are they going to reboot? Jumanji? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Ugh. No respect after Robin Williams passed away. No respect. And don't get me wrong, The Rock is a cool guy, but seriously, Jack Black? Are you kidding me? Ugh. Getting sick of these reboots. But I'm not surprised, especially after the third Mummy movie was pretty much a disaster. And they hinted a fourth one, so I guess they figured, you know what, let's start over. Even though, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if this is related to that one or if it's a remake or reboot of the old black and white horror film. Well, yeah, they're all made by Universal. Surprise, right? Even more confusing right there. God. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tells No Tales. Yep, another Pirates movie, and I know the series has not been the greatest. I know the fourth one was kind of forgettable, and all the other sequels were kind of a mixed bag, too, for being a bit confusing and long, while the first one was met with surprising critical praise. But I'm still keeping my faith. I enjoy these movies for what they are. Like I said, they're not A-plus material like Lord of the Rings trilogy or anything like that. But these films, I don't think they deserve to exactly walk the plank. I think Disney still got it. As long as it has some humor and some entertaining action and so forth, I'm keeping my faith. Logan. Okay, well, another X-Men movie, as you guessed, and I'm assuming this is what they hinted at the last X-Men Apocalypse movie, that is, and it's about, obviously, yet another Wolverine movie. I know that title sounds a little dull. I mean, I know it's his real, well, nickname, whatever. All about Wolverine, the fact that it's all in the future, and they have to save mutants. I know the trailer looks a bit dark and depressing. I mean, why are so many movies like this nowadays? But I try to keep faith. After all, it's an X-Men movie. I'm not going to completely give up. If it sucks, then that's that. I mean, gotta take a beating once in a while. Life. Well, no, not the game of Life. This one yet is about a bunch of guys going into space, and this, as far as I know, stars Jake Gyllenhaal. And I know this idea has kind of been done before, but, well, they go in and try to find new life on a different planet. As far as I know. Not too much other information is well known about this movie, at least to my knowledge, but I like these kind of movies. May seem like an exhausting idea, but I'm keeping faith. The Lego Batman movie. Okay, well, yeah, the last Lego movie I really thought was a stupid idea. But wow, was I surprised it was good. It had a lot of voice actors like Chris Pratt, Will Ferrell, even in a human appearance from Will Ferrell. I mean, it was just really funny. Only thing I hated about it was the song, and I'm sure a lot of people probably didn't like it either, but the humor was still spot on. And, well, this time around it's Batman, and I think the humor's going to be spot on in this one too as well. I mean, it looks funny. You got Zach Galifianakis doing the voice in this one. I mean, he's funny, and he probably could add some great humor and charm to this film. So, I know, seems like a gimmicky concept, but I'm still keeping faith. Kong Skull Islands. Okay, well, as you all know, the backstory behind this one, as far as I know, foreshadowing, yep, there's going to be King Kong versus Godzilla, and this is obviously the film that's trying to pretty much lead up to that big film. And obviously, this is I don't think this is Peter Jackson related, because I don't even think it's directed by him. Yes, I find it funny how Samuel Jackson and the same guy who plays Loki is in this movie. Yeah, two Avenger actors right in there. But it looks okay. I mean, you got John C. Reilly in this. The design on King Kong looks pretty cool. Obviously, it's digital. I expected it to be. But the one thing I'm not too fond of is the other things on the island, those big skeleton-like things. And I'm a little iffy, but I'm trying to keep faith here. I mean, they redid Godzilla the right way, despite, a lack of screen time, but I think they're getting in the right direction. If they can get this done right, it could work. That's why it's only an honorable mention, obviously. Alien Covenant. Okay, again, I'm not 100% sure on the plot on this one, but it's an Alien movie. As long as it's better than 3 and Resurrection, it has a chance. It's directed by Ridley Scott, and I know he didn't exactly do great with Prometheus, the prequel to Alien, but I'm going to give him another chance with this one. It could work, but that's why, once again, it's only an honorable mention. And the number one film that I'm anticipating for this year, this is just my opinion, people, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Or, I'm sorry, Volume 2. Yeah, that's how they're doing it. Well, I saw the trailers. They look pretty funny. If they're that good, well, I'll keep my faith. Obviously, as you guessed, I really thought the first one was going to suck, but leave it to Marvel to pull a magic hat trick around this one because, well, come on. They've been on a freaking roll lately, and as you know, they're Avengers related too as well. And, well, most of the characters are back, even, well, a smaller version of Groot, I should say. And I'm sure you'll get a new villain and newer characters along the way, too, as well as hopefully some more old-school music, just like the first movie. So, let's hope for the best, and let's hope Marvel can still keep it going. So, that's my list, comments, and as I said, refrain from obscene and negative comments on here. Till next time, keep watching.